Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the city of Pasadena, Texas, July 2nd, 2019. We'll be calling this city council meeting to order. Pastor Overton, you'll be doing the invocation for us, if you don't mind, and Clary Wheeler, you'll be leading us in the pledges. Please stand.
Father, when one opens the meeting like this with prayer, there's a temptation. There's a temptation to impress everybody with a great prayer. But for me, that would not be prayer, that would be a speech. So I simply come to you to talk to you on behalf of Mayor Wagner and this council, that you would grant them, each of them, wisdom and discernment in the decisions that they will make today and in the days ahead. Each of them want the best for this city, but they need you to know what the best is. So my prayer is that you'll guide them to be united as they lead this great city, as they lean on you for the guidance that they need to do it. My prayers in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor.
If you would the Girl Scouts please come up and lead us in the pledges? We're going to start off with the American flag first. Y'all go ahead, start it off.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you,
All right, thank y'all so much.
Councilman Wheeler.
Thank you, Mayor. Today is a historic day. It's the start of a new time here on City Council. We have a new City Council. We were sworn in yesterday, and I look forward to working with this group of council members for the betterment of the city for the next 2 years. And thank you all for coming out. And with that, I'll pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Caden.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and being part of city government today. Thank you, Dr. Overton. I used to live in Parkgate North where he lives now, so thank you for coming out and giving an invocation. I'd like to thank City of Pasadena Municipal Court Judge Les Rourke for conducting the swearing-in ceremony yesterday. And I look forward to working with all these council members for the next 2 years for the betterment of Pasadena, and I look forward to making improvements, as many as we can, for the future of the youth of Pasadena. With that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Bass.
Good morning. It's the beginning of a new term. I think we're all going to do well. We've got a new face but an old face in District A there, Mr. Ibarra. I'm glad to have you back. And I want to say I think we're going to have a good time up here. We're going to have probably some debates that go on and off. But I think everybody on this city council is really looking out for the city and their districts. I want to recognize Ms. Christina Womack with the chamber. She's here today. And with that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Sheinbaum.
I, too, want to welcome everybody here today, and I want to welcome our new council member, Councilman Ibarra. Thank you for being here and making us a stronger council, as well as all of our council members up here. And I want to thank the citizens of Pasadena for going out and exercising their right to vote. Your vote is very important. And with that being said, I'd like to recognize former Councilwoman Pat Van Hout, our former city secretary, Ms. Lynn Summers, and our two ladies that came up here and so eloquently helped lead our pledges, Miss Sayla and Miss Caitlin with Troop 143037 with the Girl Scouts. So thank y'all so much. With that being said, I'd like to congratulate also, too, a former city employee, Walter Gant. Walter served with our emergency management office, and he is newly Kemah police chief, and he starts next Monday. So we want to congratulate Walter Gant on his new assignment. And also, too, we have the 4th of July coming up, and I know others are going to speak on this. But the main thing is during the 4th of July is let's understand it's about our liberty and it's about our country and our freedoms. But also, too, we have a responsibility for our get-togethers. We need to be safe and responsible with all fireworks. There's nothing worse than somebody getting injured from being careless with fireworks. And let's look forward to having a great 2 years, moving Pasadena forward. And with that, Mayor, I pass.
Thank you. Remember, in the city limits, fireworks are illegal. So enjoy it at the Fourth Fest. Councilman Barr.
I learn how to operate this machine here. But it's like deja vu all over again. I found myself here in 2009 here. Ms. Lynn Summers worked my campaign back in 2009, helped me get elected. I was here in 2017. We opened this building, and now 2019, I'm here back again. Personally, want to thank my family, my supporters, and my friends for their support. Obviously, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be elected, especially the people in District A who gave me the opportunity to come up here and serve them. But the election's over now, and it's time to govern. I look forward to working with the mayor and the council the next 2 years to keep moving the city forward. One of the major things that I heard over the campaign trail over the last 90 days, 60 days when I was out there campaigning was the lack of civility on council. Us not getting along and people debating and cutting people off. The debate is good. Exchanging of ideas is good. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's got to be civility. I got to respect whatever this other council member says. I've got to respect it. We might not agree, but there's got to be some civility. Same thing about inclusiveness. No great mayor, no great president or governor is going to move the city forward without working with a governing body. So we've got to work together to identify problems and solutions to different issues. For me, it's business as usual. I was here 10 years ago. One thing that I said 10 years ago was that I don't work for the mayor, I don't work for the council, and I don't work for any department head or city employee. I work for the people of District A. Those are the people that hire me every 2 years, and they hire me or fire me, one of the two. But one thing that I do is I do work with the mayor, and I do work with the council, and I do work with the city employees to try to move the city forward. My philosophical approach is the same. It's not going to change. I believe in service. I believe in accountability. I believe in transparency. I believe in communications, and I believe in building relationships, and that's what I do. I have my principles. If I agree with something, I'll agree with it. If I just don't agree with something, I just won't disagree. But I will always be respectful and always respect other people's opinions. And with that, I'll pass it back.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Lehman.
Thank everybody for coming out this morning. Ronaldo, welcome back.
Thank you.
Well, look forward to working with you again. I want to mention, I want to thank our Public Works Department. We needed some speed humps. Some people like them, some don't, but on Pauline Street, the people requested them. Public Works and Traffic got them put in. I do appreciate that. I want to thank our police department for the great work they do. I had a couple of issues recently in my district. Police department were there promptly to take care of it, and I want to thank them for their hard work. And like has been said, the election's over. It's time to get to work. Councilman Wheeler and I, this is our last term. We came in together 6 years ago, and look forward to working with him again and serving the citizens of Pasadena and District B to continue making Pasadena a great place to live and work and to continue with the progress we've been making. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Harrison.
Thank you, Mayor. Let freedom ring, July the 4th. Pasadena is going to have its celebration at the Pasadena Convention Center and Municipal Fairgrounds. It's going to be 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's going to be entertaining for everybody, but I suggest they do have one of the greatest fireworks displays that I've ever seen. and you'll enjoy it. Get your lawn chair and go sit out there with your families, enjoy it. That's Pasadena. And after all, the main thing, that's your tax dollars at work. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Casados.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you all for coming out this morning. We appreciate y'all being here. I, too, would like to wish everybody a safe holiday weekend. You guys be careful. I know a lot of families want to go out to the river and things, and we've had a couple of boating accidents out there already. So everyone, please be careful, be diligent, make sure that you are keeping an eye on things and being responsible, especially if you have your children with you. We don't want any accidents, and we want everybody to go have a good time and come home safe. So please do that. Another item I'd like to bring up is a little update on the Pasadena Boulevard. Last week, had a meeting with the Precinct 2 engineers and whatnot. They came here to the City Hall, and we met with Robin Green, Mark Gardemall, and commissioners, engineers, and everything's moving forward. It's going to take a little bit of a time. We've still got some issues on the street and plans with engineering and all that good stuff, but everything goes according to plan. It looks like possibly the end of 2020 into the last quarter or so is when they should be able to hopefully start construction on Pasadena Boulevard, and that will be from 225 down to Harris. So they're going to be widening the streets. It's going to be really nice, new poles and everything. So we're really hoping it's going to beautify the city and bring keep from tearing up your cars and busting your kidneys driving down the road. So anyway, with that, I pass, and thank you, Mayor.
Thanks, sir. Good work, sir. Okay, citizens wishing to speak to council. Christina Womack, you're up first.
Mayor, council members, congratulations on your swearing-in ceremonies. Welcome back, Councilman Ybarra. I certainly look forward to the next 2 years of continuing to partner with you all. I hope the first of that partnership is you all being in attendance at our elected officials reception on August 1st at Funeraria del Angel, and where we will be hosting all of our business communities and conversations. And so I hope to see you all there. There are a lot of activities in August coming, and so July really is the time to prepare for all of those. So I want you to save the date for several upcoming initiatives. The first is our theater night, July 16th. In line with everything else we've done this year, events are selling out, so we only have show-only tickets left for the Mamma Mia production. However, I know many people are familiar with all of the student artists from PISD and the outstanding artwork that they've done, and we're privileged to have 6 students that will be there that night auctioning off some original pieces, proceeds that will benefit them. So if you ever wanted to get your hands on a piece of their art, this would be a good way to do it, and for a good cause. And then August 15th is our annual business expo, where we'll have 100 vendors, door prizes, food, and giveaways representing all of the businesses and organizations of Pasadena. So this is a free event open to the public. We invite everybody to come. We have about 30 booth spaces left. So if you have an interest in promoting your company or organization, then contact us today before we sell out. And then last week, we had the privilege of hosting our 6 Pasadena ISD high school principals at our Breakfast with Champions, and it really stimulated some great conversation around workforce needs in our community and connecting businesses with our education institutions, and we're going to continue those discussions on how do we fill jobs and meet the needs of businesses here in Pasadena, because when we do, everybody flourishes. So save the date for August 29th for that event. And then you guys have heard me talk about Impact Pasadena all year. We are getting ready to launch the applications for the 2020 class, so be on the lookout in the coming weeks for promotional material and application information for that, as well as we're taking nominations for our 2020 Board of Directors positions. So those nominations will be made available until August 15th if you have an interest in serving and providing leadership and vision to the Board of Directors. And I will close with Fill the Bus, which is a joint initiative. I know this isn't new to anybody. The Chamber is proud to get the businesses engaged in this initiative to support the kiddos in Pasadena. I understand there was some artwork done by you all that I look forward to seeing on display. So for any businesses that want to support or individuals in the community up until August 1st to bring those school supplies by. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. Sergeant Mazda Robert.
Excuse me. Good morning. A little nervous, but I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, sir.
I have this video that it's when I do percussion therapy, so you can see it's in the Opera House too. So I'll leave that with y'all. But it's a project that try to make history in Galveston because that's for the year 2020 before Memorial Day weekend. And that's to make history over the biggest seawall in Texas, standing side by side, with the flags, and it's 10 miles from east to west, and that's going to be like May the 23rd, 12 noon Saturday. So everyone in Texas is to participate if they can. So this is like the second mayor, from Galveston's mayor and this mayor. So all the mayors can connect with all, I don't know how many cities are in Texas to be involved. Nobody left out, but who can make it represent Pasadena, this mayor and the mayor in Galveston, and all the rest of the mayors to connect when they're online, all that. Me, I just had a flip phone, and that's all I need. Anyway, I did my 20 years. I didn't bring my awards from Governor Rick Perry for doing 20 years. We're airborne cooks, United States paratroopers, so you can, I guess, drop the kitchen from the parachute, and drop all the cooks. So that's why we got paid $50 more than a regular airborne cook. So I'm glad to be back home in Galveston. So I was in the 82nd Airborne Division in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and then I was, excuse me, I should have turned this off. I'm not that important, well. But anyway, I'm into a lot of things, but I do percussion therapy, and this is something about me. You can pass it along. From 1 year old to 100, from Shriner Kids Children's Hospital, autism kids, special education kids, and I just finished doing a summer program, Johnson Space Center around that area, and I'm going to do something here the 15th this month for Michelle Blump for the Down syndrome kids, because I have like over $5,000 of instruments, some of them from around the world that people never seen before. And they're shaped like flying saucers, but it went from Brazil that I perform at the Opera House. So I also will leave this with you so y'all can keep, and there's my information all about me. And this instrument I got from Brazil, it's a hangpan drum that I use for the Opera House. You just play with your fingers, but I just had another one, a new one that came from the Ukraine, and I have another one from Russia. It's called a steel tongue drum. They're like 3 types of flying saucers, and I guess I'm the only one that plays with wooden, steel, plastic chopsticks on any guitar in the world, because there's a small type of guitar from Canada that I was given. And so you can create different type of
Thank you, sir.
sounds.
I really appreciate your
Yeah,
service.
well,
Thank you for
very
talking.
much.
Yes, sir.
And you can make 2 copies of this, and I'll pick one.
I appreciate that.
Thank you very
Emily
much.
Paul?
See, you weren't nervous. You can jump out of an airplane.
I was getting paid.
Hi, good morning. My name is Emily Paul. I am a community health manager with the YMCA of Greater Houston. I'd like to invite you all to a walkability workshop that we are hosting next Tuesday at the Pasadena ISD Administration Building from 8:30 to 11:30. It will be led by Mark Fenton, who is a national planning, transportation, and public health consultant. He will be discussing healthy community design, and he'll be leading a walk audit to see real world conditions of the roads around the building, about a mile of an audit. And then he'll be discussing possible improvements. We'd love to see you there. Again, this is from 8:30 to 11:30 next Tuesday, July 8th. And if you would like to RSVP, I have flyers, so please come see me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bob Ellis?
Good morning. Well, let me put my glasses on. You don't care how big the print is, I still can't see it. I'm here to invite everyone to the Pasadena Fourth Fest to celebrate our nation's independence. This will take place at the Pasadena Convention Center and Fairgrounds. Things will be a little different this year. The activities will begin at 5 and end with fireworks starting at 9:15. There will be food and novelty vendors along the midway. There will be family activities under the small arena, a tire roll, water balloon toss, and an egg toss. At 6 o'clock, we will welcome everyone in the large arena, have the presentation of colors by our police department honor guard, singing of the national anthem, I'll mention that person the night of it, and prayer, followed by a reggae band called Third Coast, and then our headliner will be Kevin Fowler at 7:30. And did I forget, it's a free event. Because it's a free event, I want to recognize our sponsors that are listed here. You have shirts like I have on. The sponsors are on the back of that also. The number one sponsor, as Councilman Harrison alluded to, are you folks. You approve our budget. You allow the Parks and Recreation Department to put this on. So our number one sponsor is council or the city of Pasadena. We'll say it that way. We also want to recognize our police and fire department, Pasadena Channel, Volunteer Pasadena, the Parks and Recreation Department, who are out there busy right now getting things set up, and then the other sponsors, Capital One, Chick-fil-A, Green Mountain Energy, HEB, Lansdowne Moody, Monster Energy, Nestle Waters, RIP Marketing, Star Loans, Sunbelt Rentals, the Toys for Tots, Waste Management. Oh, and did I forget to mention it's free? Thank y'all.
Great job out there. Thank you, Bob. Jed Apaka.
Mayor and Council, it's a pleasure to speak with you today. I look forward to working with all of you again for the next couple years. I just wanted to share, we have so many things going on in the Parks and Recreation Department. We look forward to moving forward with you guys and with the citizens of Pasadena, helping provide a great opportunity, great quality of life for the people who live here and people who spend their time here. One of the things, if you're not aware, we're in the middle of our Pasadena Healthy Parks Plan. We begun that, a couple months ago, so we're just kind of starting getting things going. It was funded generously by the Houston Endowment. This hasn't costed the city any of it. It's been funded through Houston Endowment and also through donations from MD Anderson, Pasadena Vibrant Community, and others. So we're looking forward to seeing what we can do and how we can make the Parks and Recreation Department and the city a better place for citizens and the people to live and work. One of the things we had last Tuesday, we had our first kind of community workshop where we invited the community out to come and participate and get their input, because a big portion of this Healthy Parks Plan is the community engagement, getting the input from the citizens to see what they're interested in seeing and getting from our Parks and Recreation Department. So we had over 50 people come out. It was a great turnout. We had some really good input, really good discussion with people out there. Our next one will probably be I think we have one scheduled later this year and one early next year. So this whole process should go till about the middle of next year. So about next summer. So we look forward to it. We encourage anyone. There's also an online survey where we're getting responses from the public too. We've got over 500 responses from the public already. The group we're working with, Houston Parks Board and Esco Robinson, are also very, they were very surprised at all the responses we've been getting. So we've had a really good response from the public, from all demographics, from everybody you could ask for. We continue people to, if you haven't gone on to take the survey, go ahead and do that. You can find it on PasadenaHealthyParks.com. There's a link to take the online survey there. So I look forward to working with you for the next while and providing what we can for the people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, Melissa, are you doing the presentation? Please step up, please.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Melissa Clark. I'm the Assistant Manager over at the Animal Shelter. And today I have the great honor of presenting a certificate to a young lady who has raised money, saved money to be able to donate supplies to our shelter. She brought $225 worth of supplies. And when we unloaded it and got it all unpacked, it was this huge amount of supplies. I mean, we had dog beds and toys and all these different things, and it was really amazing. And so I wanted to bring up Miss Selah Salazar and give her her certificate. Selah. Selah, we love your heart for animals, and we can't do what we do without people like you, and we just thank you so much. And while I'm up here, she is actually working on doing a further fundraiser to be able to donate to us before the start of the school year. She is making bows for girls, or maybe like bigger dogs, and then she's also got little bows for dogs, and so if you want to buy any of those, we would appreciate it. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. All right, council brings us down to presentation of minutes, June 18, 2019, 6 p.m.
Motion.
Motion Casados. Second Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Brings us down to progress payments. Motion Lehman. Second Casados. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Brings us down to finance resolutions.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine.
Second.
Second Harrison. Any questions?
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I would like to abstain in regards to pass the money.
Yes, sir. All in favor? Any opposed? Brings us down to personnel changes, A and C.
Motion.
Motion, Caton.
Second.
Second, it was Ibarra.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
Mayor.
Yes, sir.
Let me just thank on the retirements, Ricky Helton, worked for the city, I think 18 years. Ricky's one of my favorite employees, and I do want to appreciate him for his service to the city. One thing that I remember about Ricky Helton is that he always put the people of Pasadena ahead of politics. You could always call Ricky, and he would go out there, take care of the issue, and his concern was trying to make sure that our water system, whether it be sewer lines or water lines, were fixed for the residents. So I do respect Ricky for that, and I know he's retiring to spend more time with his family, but I do thank him for his service.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Oh, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'd just like to echo what Councilman Ibarra said. Since I've been on council, anytime there was a water issue in District B, I could call Rick, and I knew it was going to get taken care of immediately. And Rick was a great city employee, and Pasadena will miss him, and want to wish him well on his retirement. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Harrison?
Thank you, Mayor. I, too, want to wish Mr. Helton congratulate on his retirement. I've known him a long time, but he's the one that I always come to for a water problem. He knew where every water line was in this town. He was a great employee, and I'm definitely going to miss him. Thank you very much.
Agreed. Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? We have one no. Brings us down to mayor appointments of the Building and Standard Commission.
Mayor, excuse me, I didn't get the nay vote.
No, Sam.
Okay, sorry. Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
We have a second Wheeler. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Brings us down, Madam Secretary, to our final readings.
Ordinance 2019-30, interlocal agreement with the City of Houston, Texas for the SEWPP metering station Phase 2 project CIP W058 for a total appropriation $901,314.24 to be funded by the Water and Sewer Revenue Bonds. Funds 2017 Certificate of Obligation and System CIP Fund Accounts. Ordinance 2019-96, approve the 2019 Annual PHA Plan, approve Housing Administrative Plan, reaffirm participation by the City in Housing Choice Voucher Program, designate responsible officials for execution of the plans, redesignate the mayor as authorized representative as executive director for the programs, and Ordinance 2019-97, approve the site assess agreement for geotechnical boring with Mobile Pipeline Company.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine. Second Harrison. Any questions?
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion to amend ordinance 2019-030 on final reading by amending Exhibit 1 interlocal agreement as reflected on the attached Exhibit 1.
Okay, sir. We have a second on the motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Brings us down to our vote on the final readings. Motion Casados. Second Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Madam Secretary, brings us down to first readings.
Ordinance 2019-98, grant franchise to ExxonMobil Pipeline Company for a 20-inch refined products pipeline.
Motion.
Motion Bass. Second Shanebine. Any questions? Go ahead, sir.
I've brought this up several times in the past about pipeline companies. I don't have any opposition to pipeline companies doing work in Pasadena, but I still want Public Works to hold these pipeline companies more accountable for the work that they do. And whenever they put in a pipeline, they, in my opinion, they need to put the land back the way it was before they started, because I've got some areas in my district where they didn't do that. And as a result, in one area, a couple of people, because of the way the land is now after the pipeline work, every time we get a hard rain, they got a backyard full of water. So I do want Public Works to hold these companies more accountable. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Ordinance 2019-99, grant totaling $128,536 from the Office of the Governor of Texas for the fiscal year 2019 Urban Area Security Initiative Homeland Security Grant Program for the continuation of the Regional Fusion Analyst.
So moved.
Moved by Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Lehman. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance 2019-100, grant totaling $66,000 from the Office of the Governor of Texas for the fiscal year 2019 Urban Area Security Initiative Homeland Security Grant Program for the Pasadena SWAT Sustainment Project.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine, second Wheeler. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance 2019-101, grant totaling $100,000 from the Office of the Governor of Texas for the fiscal year 2019 Urban Area Security Initiative Homeland Security Grant Program for the next phase of the Pasadena Video Initiative Project.
So moved.
Moved by Bass, second by Caton. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance 2019-102, grant totaling $278,765.05 from the Office of the Governor of Texas for the fiscal year 2019 Urban Area Security Initiative Homeland Security Grant Program for the Emergency Operations Center enhancements.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine, second Wheeler. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
We're deferring F, G, and H, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ordinance 2019-103, contract with Belt Harris Pahacek LLP, Certified Public Accountants for auditing services for the year ending September 30, 2019, and optional 2020.
Motion Lehman,
Second.
second Wheeler. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2019-104, purchase of Motorola radios, radio management license, and associated accessories for Motorola Solutions, Inc., $319,369.26.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine, second Ibarra. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance 2019-105, contract with J.A. Costanzo and Associates Engineering for design services for Thomas Avenue Paving and Drainage Improvements Project, Phase 2, project from Burrell Street to Alastair Drive, CIP S109, for a total appropriation $94,466.50 to be funded by the 2008 Street Bond Fund account.
Motion.
Motion Casados.
Second.
Second Wheeler. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Ordinance number 2019-106, approved proposal from Gallagher Benefit Services, Inc. to review and renegotiate PBM contract for pharmacy consulting services.
Motion Lehman. Second Casados. Any questions?
Mayor.
Go ahead, sir.
Mayor, you know, one of the most critical things that we have happening with our budgetary items is healthcare. And I would like for this council to be updated regularly on the process that Gallagher's bringing forth to the city. So as a council, we can be involved in hopefully some cost cutting to our city employees through the negotiating of this contract.
Okay, sir. Go ahead, sir.
I wholeheartedly agree, because we appoint Gallagher every year as doing this service, and we seem to have the problem every year. And hopefully they will work with council where we can resolve this problem this year, because it's not right for the city employees. We need to resolve it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Any opposed? Brings us down to resolutions.
Okay, Resolution 2019-90, accept in-kind donation of trays of chicken minis and fruit valued at $90.50 from Chick-fil-A for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Casados. Second Harrison. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-91, accept in-kind donation of individual bags of chips valued at $80 from Frito-Lay for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Bass, second by Wheeler. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-92, accept in-kind donation of a discount on a large inflatable bound mat for people with disabilities as a pleasure relief area during large tournaments valued at $800 from the Jump Pad for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Lehman, second was Shanebind. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-93, accept in-kind donation of tickets to an Astros game valued at $147 from the Junior Forum and the Astros Foundation for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Wheeler, second Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-94, accept in-kind donation of 10 cases of Monster Drink and Monster Swag valued at $300 from the Monster Energy for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Casados, second by Caton. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-95, accept in-kind donation of bags of kolaches valued at $320 from Morning's Kolaches for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Shanebind, second by Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-96, accept in-kind donation of sports wheelchair repair services during the tournament valued at $300 from National Seating and Mobility for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Casados, second Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-97, accept in-kind donation of 84 mini Danishes valued at $83 from Panera Bread for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Bass, second Casados. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-98, accept in-kind donation of gift cards and dinner items valued at $500 from Peggy Turner for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Caton, second Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-99, accept in-kind donation of gift cards valued at $250 from Turning Point Gulf Coast Chapter for the 2019 wheelchair wind-up softball tournament.
Motion Casados, second Harrison. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-100, accept the retirement of K-9 Ringo and bestow ownership of K-9 Ringo with all privileges and rights to Sergeant Joshua Ridings, who is a member of the Pasadena Police Department.
Motion Lehman, second Bass. Any questions?
Mayor.
Go ahead, sir.
I would like to thank Officer Ringo for his service, and I hope he looks forward to his retirement. And I also know that Officer Ridings will be a continued great partner with Officer Ringo.
Absolutely. All in favor?
Mayor?
Go ahead, sir.
I just want to kind of mimic that, and I actually went to high school with Officer Ridings, and he's a really good guy, and I know the Officer Ringo as well, and they're going to make a great couple.
Absolutely.
And
Make a good couple.
they'll have some good years together.
Absolutely. All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2019-101, amend Resolution 2013-18 and adopt revised policies and procedures for the Community Development Block Grant Program.
Motion Bass, second by, was that Harrison or Casados? Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Excuse me. That brings down to other business. Nomination and election of Mayor Pro Tem Phil Caton for the first year, Kerry Bass for the second year. Motion Lehman, second Wheeler. Any questions?
Mayor?
Go ahead, sir.
So the city charter says that the council shall elect Mayor Pro Tem. The mayor, sorry, let me start over again. The city charter says that the council shall elect a Mayor Pro Tem. The Mayor Pro Tem, you can think of that in some ways as a vice president. If the mayor is absent from a meeting, that council member takes over for that meeting, or if for any reason the mayor is unable to continue to perform his duties as a mayor, the Mayor Pro Tem takes over as the mayor of the city. It's a very important position. Now, this is not a situation where the mayor appoints and council confirms. The city charter is very clear that the city council elects this position. So I was a little taken aback when I saw that there were names on the agenda to be appointed to this position. That's not the way that it should be done. It's not the way it's been done in the past. I think this should have been made in the public. I think there should have been council discussion. During pre-council, we asked why these names are on there. The mayor informed us that they're on there because these two members asked first. I think that's an extremely arbitrary way to go about electing someone that potentially will take over the city. And so I'm going to make a motion to amend. I nominate Councilman Don Harrison to fulfill the first year of Mayor Pro Tem, and Councilmember Thomas Schoenbein to fulfill the second year of Mayor Pro Tem.
I second that.
Okay, let's go for a vote. All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
All against it?
No.
We have no. Motion does, let's see, we have aye,
Aye.
Aye.
no,
Aye.
Wait, now, which one are we voting
What are
on
we?
Harrison and Schoenbein.
Thomas. Okay, no.
No. Thomas?
Aye.
Okay, that passes. And with that, the Mayor Pro Tem first year was going to be Harrison, and the second year will be Thomas Schoenbein. And with that, this council meeting is over. Thank y'all for coming. God bless everybody.